With a yo-ho-ho, it's Tail of the Toaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11-3 Team Ogre Attacks. This could be the last episode before the final boss of the game. So for now, let's wrap up hospitalization number 3.5. Seriously, there were enough hospitalizations in this game. But Coach Travis, where's Coach Hillman? Where's Detective Smith?
This is a hospital, Mark. Keep it down, will you?
Gosh, so the operation went well. Yes, it did. In fact, all of us at the hospital are amazed at how fast you recovered. It might even be a new world record.
Well, I don't know about that, but I couldn't very well lounge about here while you were out there playing your hearts out.
Detective Smith, are you alright?
I'm fine. It was only a scratch. I don't know why everyone got so worked up about it.
Trust me, Detective Smith, nobody did. Sorry.
How am I? Hang on a second. Can it be? Can it really be you?
Dave?
Hey, wait, Grandad! And you do actually have to follow him. It's not even made clear where he is, but if you speak to the doctor, are you looking for that old fellow in the cap? Well, I saw him walking across the car park. I think he was headed for Central Park. Doesn't make sense at all. Just watching a guy walk across the car park doesn't really tell you that they're going to a completely separate part of the island. But it's true, that's where he's hiding, so we're gonna go there right now and finally, maybe, spend some time with our granddad for the first time in our life.
Always dreamed of meeting you. I wanted to be just like you, Grandad. I always looked up to you. I'm so happy I finally found you. I...
Mark, you've really grown up. Listen, I owe you an apology. All the time I was in Côte-Victoire, I thought about returning home. I really did. But I'd so much left to do. All this Soul and Rice business, and that isn't the half of it. Besides, I didn't want to put your poor mother in harm's way, so I stayed out of the picture.
Grandad.
And well, I'd be lying if I said I didn't get used to life in Côte-Victoire. I kept telling myself I'd stay just one more year. And before I knew it, I'd been there 40 years. Time flies and all that.
It's not funny, Grandad.
Come on, pull yourself together, Mark. It's all water under the bridge now. We need to think about the future. And that means the final. There's a lot at stake, Mark. Who'll be the world's #1? Your team or mine? I put everything I've got into training up the Côte-Victoire team. They're head and shoulders above your lot, I warn you.
Hold on a minute, Dave. If you think Mark and his team are going to be pushovers, you've got another thing coming. They're here to win.
Don't make me laugh, Hillman. You're no match for my team. You'll find the Côte-Victoire team have a few tricks up their sleeves. They've kept all their special moves under wraps up until now.
You're not serious. So, that's what we're up against.
In football, there can only be one winner. It doesn't matter who you're up against, you have to play to win. When you do battle, you have to believe you will prevail. As one warrior to another. I'll take pride in defeating you tomorrow, Mark.
No,
I think it's time you got back to Inazuma National, don't you? You've been a fine assistant coach, and I know you'll be an asset to your team.
Hold on. Did you make me your assistant coach and train me up just to make Inazuma National a stronger team?
Spot on! I want to play against the best team you can field. Make an old man happy, will you?
Grandad. I am glad the chief could tell Mark Evans the truth at last. But why do I have this strange feeling that Mark Evans will take the chief from me? Why can I not just be happy for them? Am I a bad person? Huh? What is happening? Chief? What's happening? Where are we?
Farewell, Hector. I've no more use for you.
What? But why, Chief? Grandad has enjoyed training you, Hector, but it's my turn to join him and make that journey to the top.
I need a player who can really make it to the top. And that ain't you, Hector. It's Mark. You're a weakling and a little crybaby, and if I'm honest, you never stood a chance of beating Mark and his team.
But Chief, wait for me. Don't leave me.
Or perhaps you desire power. If you had more power, maybe you could defeat Mark. Come, I'll give you what you require.
The power to defeat Mark? No! I remember what the chief said. He said a true player is one who can reach the top using their own strength. He would never offer to give someone more power just like that. Tell me, who are you?
Bowser is behind this, I'm certain of it. But why would he be doing something like this now? Is he trying to buy himself time? I've got a bad feeling about this. I need to go back to the future and talk to Professor Killard. You!
Mark, I heard something interesting from the folks back at the Côte-Victoire camp. They say there's an incredibly powerful shooting move concealed somewhere on Leocott.
A powerful shooting move? Wow! Did you hear anything more about it?
Well, I heard that it might be hidden on the way to some stadium or other, but that's all. If you want to know more, I recommend speaking to the people in the Côte-Victoire camp. Remember, Mark, Hector and his team are tough opponents. If you had that shooting move up your sleeve, it might really help.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's have a look and see if we can find it. And I'm just going to head straight there. Don't know why they don't show the map in that scene. It's just a black screen, which is why I didn't show the top screen. That's a really unnecessary thing to point out. But anyway, I'm just going to go straight to the Côte-Victoire camp and speak to the right person immediately, because this episode will go on forever if I didn't. But yeah, the Team Ogre story is not quite done, it would seem. Climb the tower that hits the sky. I think you know what that means. Please don't give me more random encounters. Wow. Please don't give me random encounters is precisely what I was asking. And then the moment it I don't even finish my sentence. But yeah, so that was a Team Ogre exclusive scene. And it seems that story isn't quite over despite the fact we already beat Team Ogre. So fair enough, you do indeed need to go back to Condor Tower. You go warp straight to the top and you've got to follow the stairs all the way down to the centre of the bottom as though it were the Olivine Lighthouse from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And luckily, no random encounters, we go straight for the Big Bang and Jetstream manuals.
We're getting more than we bargained for. We've got 2 shooting moves.
Yep, we're in luck. But now we need to get back to the training ground.
I knew you would come, Mark Evans.
I forgot it was you.
Sorry, slow coach, it's too late. We found those moves already. I do not mind. After all, I have the move I worked on with the chief.
You worked on a move with Grandad?
Nelly, I hear that you have left us. You have returned to Inazuma National.
That's right, Hector. In tomorrow's game, we will be opponents.
Yes, I knew this day would come. I knew you would leave us.
It wasn't her fault. She got kicked out explicitly. She was going to stay with you guys.
I will be waiting for you in the Côte-Victoire camp. See you soon, I hope.
I hope it will be soon as well, because I'm kind of dreading climbing these stairs again based on a past episode.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, and that is to walk straight there. So see you in a bit.
Wow! Yeah, I got stifled by about 4 different random encounters on the way out of that place, which is thoroughly unsurprising. But regardless, we will talk to Hector Helio.
Mark Evans, thank you for coming to help the people here. This is exactly like the place where I grew up, back in the Republic of Côte-Victoire.
So that's the official name of the country then. It's the Republic of Côte-Victoire, or the Rock V for short. How long have you known my granddad? How did you meet?
Your grandfather taught me all I know about football. I was just a little crybaby, but he showed me that this game could make me tougher. Stop! I cannot do it! I cannot stop these shots!
So you're giving up, are you? Seems you were just a weakling after all.
But...
You need to know yourself, know your weaknesses, and one day you can be strong.
Strong? Me?
All of the best players I've ever come across have known themselves. They know what they can and cannot do. When something seems impossible, it's like you're trying to get to the top of a steep slope, but it's always out of reach. But there are certain individuals who can make it to the top, who can do what seems impossible. Those are true players. So how about it? Will you join me on a journey to the top?
Yes, sir. I will do it. Let us take a journey together to the top.
Okay, so you're on a journey to the top alongside Grandad.
And in a way, so are you, Mark Evans. You are aiming for the top with moves you learned from your granddad. But this journey is not one your grandfather is taking with you. He is taking it with me.
I know. I'm not playing alongside Grandad. I'm playing against him. And I'll give everything I've got to beat him to the top.
Huh? Really?
I want to do battle with Grandad using my own moves. And I want to win.
You sound just like your grandfather. He always plays to win too. And I am sure that he is a part of you that Nelly really likes. I will show you the move that your granddad and I worked on together.
because, yeah, for real clarification, apparently they haven't used any special moves in the tournament up to this point, which kind of brings into question, do special moves actually mean anything, or are they just an optical illusion to kind of pretend you're playing well? That's kind of how I see them. I think that special moves in Inazuma are just a placebo effect. They're just kicking the ball quite hard, really, and the special effects are just to show off their passion. And now this team's gonna get passionate, but they were good anyway. It would also explain how the most ridiculously OP moves ever somehow have a counter in the next episode. We're gonna win today. I'm gonna beat Grandad and reach the very top. Today's the day when we show everybody what we can do and take on the world and win.
So even on a day like this, you're still plugging away at the old tire training.
Coach Hillman, are you sure you're well enough to be walking around?
Oh, I'm fine. In fact, I'm fit enough to be taking on coaching duties for today's game, alongside Coach Travis. Today's all set to be a big turning point in our lives, Mark. Both yours and mine.
Yes, Coach.
Mark? I wonder if Mark is busy training. Oh, Cammy, it's you.
Oh.
Nelly, do you and Silvia want to see Mark about something?
No? What makes you think that?
You alright, girls? What's going on? Why the red faces?
Nothing. See you later.
Well, Mark, it looks like there are a fair few people looking out for you.
Eh?
Those three young ladies would very much appreciate it if you spoke to them, but there's only time for you to speak to one.
Well, that would be the case if this were just a normal playthrough, but luckily I am a Let's Player with the power of recording all three, so let me save the game first. Well, first of all, before we get to that, there's the small matter of who to actually give Big Bang and Jetstream to. Jetstream is a long shot, Big Bang is not. Big Bang's a really fiery move, canonically used by Xavier, Jude, and surprisingly Sean Frost. So I'm going to give it to Jude. While Jetstream is used by Austin, Axel, and Mark, none of whom I find it particularly fitting for. And they've all got long shots anyway, except for Mark, who really doesn't need one. So I'm giving it to Pants, because her moveset just isn't amazing enough. So there's no joke options like Jack this time. You just pick one of the three girls, and I'm going to show them all because I have that ability.
I wanted you to have this.
Now you'll see this scene a fair bit. All three girls that you talk to, they'll give you some kind of gift. In Sylvia's case, it's a rice ball.
It's all yours. I've been rushed off my feet since we came to the FFI, but I finally found time to make some rice balls.
Thanks, Sylvia. No, I'm not voice acting eating. No, that is one of my cardinal sins. Eating sounds in a Let's Play recording. Unsubscribe.
You know, Mark, being here with you makes me think back to when we first set up the football club at Germany.
Germany? That was Junior Ryman Germany. Oh dear.
I don't think you've changed at all since then, Mark. But somehow, when I think about those days, I feel a little sad. It feels like we'll never get those days back. But I shouldn't think like that. I was supposed to be the manager.
Sylvia, are you crying?
Huh? Crying? No, I'm just yawning. I woke up early, you see. I nearly forgot. I wanted you to have this as well. I hope it comes in handy.
A faithful pendant. An equipable item with some kind of benefit.
There's a legend on this island that says anyone who wears this pendant will be watched over by the gods of football. So I know you're going to be just fine, Mark. Good luck today. I know you can do it.
But why weren't the rice balls given to us as an item? Because you can eat rice balls in this game. They recover FP. I'm just saying. I know they don't want one particular girl to give you more items than the other one for picking them. But anyway, I forgot to save, so I'm about to replay the entire contents of the episode. 10 minutes later, let's talk to Cammy. Hi Cam, Cam is something that we want to talk to me about.
Hi, Mark. It's just stand still and listen for a second. Marky, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. So, what do you think?
It was incredibly uninspired and plays off an extremely common cheering catchphrase.
No, it was very cute, Cammy, apart from how my voice ruins everything. Now I get it, Cam. You're trying to get ready for the game. Thanks.
Oh, and there is one other thing. This...
What is it? Mwah!
You'll win it today, won't you? Go for it, football mad Mark. Now, you'd better get back to the dormitory. It's time for the team meeting.
Absolute boom! Cammy is actually the one to lay a kiss on the face of Mark Evans and even leaves him a pure pendant. So there are actually different pendants depending on which girl you pick. Oh, crikey! I feel terrible about quitting the game without saving now. I was saving Nelly for last because her scene is by far the funniest. But, oh my, Silvia just wimps out and doesn't confess her feelings at all. Cammy actually kisses him. And then Nelly does this.
Oh, Mark, well, it's nothing important. I just thought I may as well give you this.
Straight up with the pendant. Nelly gives you it much earlier than the rest, and it's a noble pendant, so probably the highest resale value, if you get what I'm saying.
Do you really think so? I'm glad you like it. I thought it might bring you luck.
Thanks, Nelly, for the pendant and for finding out about Grandad.
Oh, there's no need to thank me for that. That's something I decided to do for myself. I just knew that if Dave Evans was alive, it would change your life. I wanted to find out for sure. It was a responsibility I wanted for myself. I didn't ask anyone to do it for me. I've never felt this way before.
What do you mean, Nelly? I don't get it.
Well, you know, it's because...
Mark?
It's because I care about... Yeah, it's because I care, okay? Honestly, I wish you'd use your head sometimes.
Nelly, I understand. I'm really happy.
You are?
I'm really happy that you care so much about football now. I remember when you thought it was rubbish.
Mark Evans, you are an idiot.
What are you so angry about, Nelly?
Right, that's it. Listen up, Mark. Hector Helio is miles better than you. So there. You just go out there today and lose and make a big fool of yourself. See if I care.
Nelly, we're going to win today, you'll see. There's no way we're going to lose this. Come on, world. I'll eat you for breakfast. Roar! Tyrannosaurus Ellen.
I don't suppose you have a chance.
Oh my, I didn't realise how close my Mark voice was to my Tyrannosaurus Alan voice. Good job this is the last game in the original trilogy. My Mark voice is doomed forever. I can't unhear what I've just spoken. Come on, World, I'll eat you for breakfast. Rah! Anyway, so you know it's time for the final and whatnot. Take it seriously. 3 girls have confessed your feelings to you.
So today's the day that will decide which team is #1 in the world.
I think I need the loo. Listen up, Warside. We're not going to let you run off and hide in a locker this time.
That is a proper callback to the very start of the first game.
Jack hid in a locker? Why didn't no one tell me this before? What a wally!
You did nothing in this game, that's funnier. Yeah, that was just before the game against Royal Academy, back when Jude was their captain. That game led to Axel joining the team, and us winning the football frontier.
That don't half take me back. I saw you in final, and you've been my blimmin' hero ever since, Mark.
Then we set out to build the best team in Japan. We made so many great friends like Sean and Hurley.
And I met you too. I feel so fortunate that I was able to make friends with you all.
It was football that brought us together, and our dreams that brought us here.
Maybe everything we've been through together, maybe it were all leading up to today. Cut it out, will ya? The way you're all talking, it makes it sound like it's over already.
I think Caleb's right. Let's save all this talk until we've proved we're #1.
Mark, we made a promise, didn't we? We promised we'd be world champions. It was the thumbnail for episode 13. Well, let's make that promise come true. We're gonna be world champions, alright?
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna be world champions! Fearless innovation from the Team Storm Technology Centre! That is a quality picture. It would only be better if it had Jordan in it. We are gonna head to Titanic Stadium because in the next episode it truly is the finale between Inazuma National and the climactic music just went away. That's extremely disappointing. Wow.